Hey guys, what is going on? This is Ip of RageQuitTV, gonna be casting Game 2 of this BO3 series between Evil Genius's EG.Idra and TSL.Inori. It is a PVZ on Daybreak. No, this is dual site, my bad. It is on dual site, and I haven't casted too many games on this map. Well, I have, just not recently, so my knowledge is a little bit rusty. We will see EG.Idra gonna be probably going on a very fast third hatch because he has taken a page out of Stefano's book and really kind of mimicked his style, but Inori did win the last game, and Inori did just knock out Stefano, so maybe EG.Idra shouldn't be playing like Stefano. Inori seems to have that figured out. Again, he is just a very unpredictable Protoss, and he always seems to do damage with his timing attacks, and he has so many different ones. The last game, we saw a bunch of Blink Stalkers. This game, what will we see Inori come up with? And his first probe is going out to scout to see exactly what EG.Idra is up to. Gonna be probably trying to deny this one hatch. EG.Idra hasn't even thrown down his pool yet. He most likely will be getting that at 15, so the drone is gonna come in here, see no pool, see okay, it is no 6 pool, and that is critical to know because Inori is still chrono boosting, has those probes queued up, so it looks like he will be going for a Nexus first. The probe is still just going around EG.Idra's hatch, and now he will be going down to try to block this hatch because he does see the pool. No, he doesn't see the pool, so he's going down there to make sure the hatch hasn't started. Gonna come up here, see the pool timing at 15, and now the probe is going to be going down here. And, well, being a little bit annoying. Whenever you stay around this area, you do run the risk of like one drone returning minerals, getting the head start, and then going to the base. I see Stefano do that all the time. Wait for the probe to think he's cute, and then get the head start as he's returning minerals, and go build that hatch and sneak it out. And EG.Idra does get that. This one drone looked like he was trying to take the third base in this area, and I don't know why EG.Idra would be taking the third base up there. I thought the third base would be down here, just because it's much closer to your other bases, so therefore it is easier to defend. Maybe EG.Idra may want to hide the third base. I don't know why that drone was venturing up there, and then as soon as he got the hatch, the drone did turn around. So that was his backout plan, saying, I am going to be taking a hatch up there. We do have the Forge, then the Gateway. Well, we have the Nexus, then the Forge, then the Gateway, then the Cannon. So this is going to be a relatively fast warp gate, or a relatively fast cybernetics core, I should say, but he should get the warp gate research done around the 7-minute mark. If you go for the cannon, then the gateway, generally that pushes it down closer to the 7:30, or so around then. It all depends on the chrono boost they're saving up. And we can see Inori hasn't used some, and this one overlord is going to be looking at this. Sees, okay, you have 50 energy. That gateway is finishing at 425. I believe that was finished at, so he may know that the gateway did come before this cannon. Next core has started. The second gas starting right now for Inori. And the overlord is just going to be hanging out there. EG.Idra does end up taking his third base. Queens are going to be doing their job injecting that larva. And there is another scout by Inori trying to decide exactly what he wants to do. Doesn't see a third base down there, and again, he doesn't know about the third base to the north. And now the probe is going to try to make it up into EG.Idra's main, thinking that EG.Idra is just on 2 bases right now, while he is actually going up on a third. Or, oh, excuse me, maybe he knows this is where EG.Idra would be taking his third. I don't know. I think he did see the drone go up there, then come back down. We do have EG.Idra now leaving as the cybernetics core does finish, sees the gateway being chrono boosted, so he wants to get out of there before any stalkers can be produced. And Zealot now coming out and going to be checking this third base yet again. Doesn't see it, and now Inori should be thinking that something is up, and he is going to be going for a Stargate. And that overlord actually did see it. That is a mistake, but that looks like it was literally just starting, so I don't know if EG.Idra knows it is indeed a Stargate, as there's only 2 gases out for Inori. And since he only has 2 gases and is getting the Stargate, the corner he cuts is that he won't have a lot of gateway units, and he won't have any upgrades. if you do go for the third gas at like kind of a normal timing for the Stargate, you still get your +1 attack. So your Zealots can kill a lot of Lings. Inori right now is cutting that corner, not going for that upgrade, building cannons in a Triforce formation, and that is going to be very hard for Lings to actually kill the cannons. So maybe that's how Inori does justify this cost cut. He's like, okay, well, I'm not going to be getting my +1 upgrade, which means I'm going to be vulnerable to Lings. But with the good SimCity, my cannons will be super effective to Lings. Maybe that is what he's thinking. Idra is getting a 4th queen over at this 3rd base. He has started the creep highway over to the 3rd base, so maybe he knows that the Stargate did. Maybe he did click on that. He is getting an Evo chamber. That creep spread is starting relatively early. This queen, though, really high in energy. 43 energy. That is not something that should be happening at 8 minutes into this game. He is trying to take out this 1 gas. Inori going on 4 gases, and he is going for a very fast robo facility, not using that gas to catch back up in the upgrades. He is going to be trying to make a very quick Colossus tech switch after this Stargate play, and this is extremely greedy play. If Idra puts on any aggression, he should be able just to stomp all over Inori. It does come down to, though, that SimCity on the cannons that I haven't seen before. Maybe that is able to hold a lot of early aggression. Inori is going to be taking his 3rd base, and keep in mind, he's only at 2 gates. He is getting a few more gates. He's going up to 4 gates and a robo facility, but he just doesn't have any gateway units to really protect that 3rd base. And Idra, he is up at 48 drones and now producing a lot of units. 24 Lings on the way, but that SimCity is going to be very good against the Lings. However, if Idra does go down there, he can take out that 3rd base. He knows it's coming up, but he is not going to be worried about that. Knows he can take out this base, and he can take out the 3rd base anytime. This base will get fortified with units. Idra coming in here. Inori does have the worker lead, but with the roaches now in the middle line, few Phoenix do come, going to be lifting up those roaches by those cannons. 1 cannon does go down, the next one closely following it, and this is the defensed cannon. The roaches do take it out. Lings will be able to take this one out, and Inori is in a horrible position. Does get an Immortal out. Immortal up to 1 kill. Now he's going to try to go on these roaches. The Lings going to come and surround that Immortal, but Inori GG's just before that, and what a marvelous GG picture right there next to the Immortal. I want to see if Idra did click on that. So it should be happening relatively soon. That's why I went to normal speed. I don't want to miss it. Go up to faster right now. And those gases. And yes, he does end up clicking it. You can see was on it. And then he sees that probe. You can see it now on the minimap coming over. And he goes right to that probe to see what is going on. The probe transfer's already come down. And that Stargate does get built. And that was built 2 game seconds ago. And Idra, when do you click on that? Oh, wow. Literally, as it's going, he's already clicked on it within 2 game seconds. That is like 1 second in real life. That is very impressive. Was waiting for it. He saw the probe coming, and he's like, okay, what are you building? Click. Got it. No, it's a Stargate. So, sees the Stargate, and then this queen, it's not going to inject again. Or does it? No, it doesn't. That's when he starts the creep highway. Soon as he knows that Stargate play is coming, Idra says, I don't need to inject. I'd rather have a highway between my natural and 3rd base so I can get a lot of queen defense if I need it. So, pretty cool. Idra gets the other queen at this 1 hatch, so the creep kind of can go towards each other and connect. But doing that, we saw Idra, his injects that queen after this I think he did one more inject and then just gave up on life. Was focusing on other things. Let's see. No, it just didn't do an inject after that tumor. There we go. There goes one. But it is extremely late. That Overlord did go down. Idra doing a little bit over there. But the Queen right now missing one whole inject over at the natural. Going to be doing another tumor. The main missing one inject. About an inject. We'll go over into SC2 gears as that can tell us a better story. But Idra did get another tumor with his Queen, it looks like. No, he didn't. It looked like he wanted to. And then he saw this Void Ray coming and canceled it. Probably to save the energy in case he needs Transfuse. So we can go into SC2 gears. In the 10-minute mark. We have 20.4 seconds. That is looking like it's horrible. But I think he may be saving energy. You can see it's mainly this natural. He saw the Void Ray come out, did a tumor, was going to do another tumor, and he saved up. He did miss a few injects, but looked like he wanted to, and then he said, no, I don't. Either that was a mistake, he just hit the hotkey and moved a Queen, or that he wanted to save the energy because he did see the Void Ray on the way with that one Watchtower. And that Transfuse can be very nice. So let's just see one thing really fast. Let's go. 4 minutes in the game. Go right here where we can't see anything. And main thing we want to look at is Idra's. If it ever hits 300 minerals, that is bad. 300 right there. That is a small thing, but he did just take his base. So that is good. That is fine. That's what you should be doing. And we can see Idra staying relatively low in minerals despite having that 20-second inject gap. So he is being very efficient with his money. It's not like he's missing injects and not building because of it. Because his money's high or something. So, looks like he had the correct reaction. He does suffer economic damage just preparing for this, but he's not going to be losing to it. So he's on 3 bases, and Inori is on 2 bases. Is it worth it? I don't know. I mean, this is Idra's minimalistic defense ideology that I talked about in game number 1. He could, if it was Stefano probably would just get a Spore Crawler at each base and be happy about that. And keep his injects going. But Idra, he says, okay, well, I'm going to use my Queens for defense. Let's save this one's Transfuse energy and start focusing on the creep. We don't need tumors right now, this very second. I mean, we don't need Larva this very second. So we're going to delay that. If he did do spawn Larva, he could have built more drones or snuck more in. Whenever he had 100 minerals, he wouldn't have 100 minerals. He'd be at 0, because 2 drones would be building. So that's cool. But Idra sacrificing a little bit on his economy so he can defend against this Void Ray play. And we will be going into the next game. Stay tuned.